What's packing with you, YouTube? This is your man King Howie with another video, and let's get into it. This is our NFL Pick'em Week 3, 2018, and let's start it off with the New York Jets against the Cleveland Browns. Now, the Browns have been losing close games, missing field goals, just being the Browns, but they are a lot better than they were last year. As far as the New York Jets, they have a young, talented quarterback in Sam Darnold, who's on a learning curve right now as the starting quarterback for the Jets. I love the Jets' run game, but I think Sam Darnold, if he makes one or two mistakes that can cost the team to lose against this Browns defense that is up and coming, I think the Browns will win this game. So I think Hugh Jackson gets his first win against the New York Jets at home, but they could lose too. So this is a real true pick 'em right here. But my gut is telling me the Jets, and my brain is telling me the Cleveland Browns. So I'm gonna pick the Cleveland Browns to win this game. I don't have an exact score. It should be a good one though. Next game on the docket is the New Orleans Saints against the Atlanta Falcons. Division game. The way that the Saints have been playing has been really a bummer, man. I mean, they was in a close game that they could have lost to the Browns if the kicker wouldn't have missed the field goal. And after the Eagles beat the Falcons Thursday night, opening night of the NFL season, Matt Ryan has been on fire. And I think the Falcons will take care of the New Orleans Saints at home. I just think that without the New Orleans Saints having Mark Ingram, which opens up a lot of plays for the Saints, I think that's what they're missing right now. And if you notice, Drew Brees has really took a step back with throwing the ball deep down the field. I think he's really caring about that completion percentage that he set a mark at last year with 72% completions through the whole season, which is an NFL record. So I think he's trying to play it safe. I think he's going to wait till his weapons come back. Mark Ingram gets back into the fold, which I think will open up the field a lot more. But I'm going with the Falcons to win this game. We have San Francisco at Kansas City. Jimmy Garoppolo against Pat Mahomes, who has been on fire. And if there's one thing I know about playing in Kansas City, it is a hard place to play. So I'm going to run with the Kansas City Chiefs to win this game. Not saying that Jimmy Garoppolo will put up a valiant effort to try to, compete, which he always does. But I just think with all those weapons over there with Kansas City for Pat Mahomes to play with, I think they could do enough to win the game. I'm not really speaking on their defense, which has been complete horrible. They've been giving up points and yards, and I don't understand why. I guess because of Eric Berry not being there, but I'm rolling with the Chiefs. Next game, Oakland against Miami. Oakland Raiders versus the Miami Dolphins. I think the Dolphins will win at home against the Raiders. It's going to be hot. And right now, with all the Khalil Mack stuff going on with John Gruden and, Derek Carr, and trying to find a pass rusher on defense after you let one go, I just think the Miami Dolphins are going to win this game. Tannehill has been playing exceptional the first two games back, knowing that he was out for the season. I think the Dolphins can use the run game, probably pull out some play action or the deep pass to Kenny Stills, and I think they could win this game, as long as the defense do their part. I'm not even going to get into this game. The Minnesota Vikings will blow out the Buffalo Bills. Next, Philadelphia against the Colts against Philadelphia. Andrew Luck versus Carson Wentz. Now, this should be a must-see game of the week. This should be the game that everybody should be watching. You know, two quarterbacks trying to knock off the rust from having injuries, knowing that Andrew Luck has the upper hand in the first two games. This will be Carson Wentz's first game back. And hopefully he could do a better job than what Nick Foles has been doing. I mean, Nick Foles did a good job managing the game against the Falcons week 1, but week 2, I don't know what was going on with him. But I think Philadelphia wins it at home. Andrew Luck is walking into hostile territory. Philly fans are crazy, so I think Philly will do enough to win this game. I expect Nelson Aguilar to have a big day. I'm not sure which running back the Eagles are going to run with, but they got Carson Wentz back, and that's enough to me to get the job done. So I'm rolling with Philly. The next game, the Green Bay Packers versus the Washington Redskins. And I'm rolling with the Pack, man. I think that this is the first road game for the Packers. I don't know what happened to the Redskins last week. They only managed to score 9 points. Of course, they have Adrian Peterson on their team, and I don't understand why we just can't get away from playing against Adrian Peterson. It doesn't matter what team he goes to, we have to play his ass. I'm so sick and tired of Adrian Peterson. But we got to play against him. I think our defense can stop Adrian Peterson running the ball. Of course, we have to deal with Thompson, the other running back, who likes to get out of the backfield and catch passes from check down Charlie, a.k.a. Alex Smith. Jordan Reed will be a handful to deal with, but I think the Packers could get it done. I'm hoping the Packers sit Devon House ass down. I know Josh Jones is playing this week. I'm not sure about the injury situation with Oren Burke or who we're going to have playing or starting at linebacker, but it'd be nice to get a road win. I know the Packers didn't practice yesterday, Saturday. They were told to have I think they had a walkthrough, and that was due to the overtime game against Minnesota, but I'm rolling with the Packers to win. Next game, the Cincinnati Bengals against the Carolina Panthers. Andy Dalton, a.k.a. the Red Rifle, against Cam Newton, a.k.a. Superman. I don't know where to go with this game. If the Bengals had a healthy Joe Mixon, I would roll with the Bengals, but I don't know if he's going to play or not. So far, what I'm hearing, Giovanni Bernard will get the starting role at running back. I do like A.J. Green against his matchup this game. And Tyler Eifert, I like that as well. On the other side, the front seven for the Carolina Panthers is very vicious, and the Carolina Panthers are at home, so I'm going to roll with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers to win a hard-fought game. So, yeah, I'm picking the Carolina Panthers. It's nothing to say about this game. The Tennessee Titans against the Jacksonville Jaguars, even though the Titans swept the Jacksonville Jaguars last year. I think the Jaguars get some revenge and beat the Tennessee Titans. I don't know how healthy Marcus Mariota is, but I'm rolling with the Jaguars. The Denver Broncos against the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are at home. They lost the road game last week. I'm expecting the Baltimore Ravens to take care of business at home against the Denver Broncos. I think that defense is going to get to Case Keenum. And I think the defense is going to get to Joe Flacco as well. But I think the Baltimore Ravens will make enough plays to win this game. The New York Giants against the Houston Texans. Now, the way he looked last week against the Cowboys, Oh man, I'm expecting the same results. I don't trust this Giants offensive line, let alone Saquon Barkley. Hasn't looked like Saquon Barkley when he was with Penn State. So I'm gonna roll with the Houston Texans to win this game. I think Deshaun Watson looks like the Deshaun Watson of last year before he got injured. So yeah, Texans win that. Ain't even nothing to say about this game. LA Chargers against the LA Rams. The Rams. It's nothing to say about this game either. Chicago at Arizona. Chicago. This is an interesting matchup. The Dallas Cowboys versus Seattle Seahawks. Now, on one side of the ball, you have a team that has a great defense that's starting to, I'm not going to say great, but a defense that's starting to show some potential with the Cowboys. But, of course, they were playing against the sorry-ass Giants last week, so, of course, they're going to look good. And now they go against another offensive line that's spotty and messed up after with the Seattle Seahawks after they took an ass whooping from the Chicago Bears. I think the Cowboys could go in Seattle and get it done. Of course, the 12-man crowd is going to be loud and proud out there, but Seattle's offensive line is just terrible. The run game doesn't exist. They have a pretty good tight end, a young man, number 88. I think his name is Drizzly or something like that. I think he'll make some plays against Dallas, but I think Dallas will dominate this game with Ezekiel Elliott running the ball. I think they could go back to that old last year scheme of just feeding Zeke the ball. And now that they're trying to run this read-pass option shit with Dak Prescott, it might work. But as of right now with Seattle, Russell Wilson is carrying his team on his shoulders just like Aaron Rodgers has been doing for the Green Bay Packers. Of course, Seattle has some guys on the defensive side of the ball. The Griffin brothers, they can play. Seattle is hurting at the linebacker position right now with Bobby Wagner not being there, but I'm rolling with the Cowboys to win that game. Here we go. The New England Patriots. Sunday Night Football against the Detroit Lions. And, of course, Tom Brady playing for the Michigan Wolverines. This is nothing new to him, playing against his old coach, Matt Patricia. I'm rolling with the Patriots to win this game. It might be a blowout. Matt Stafford is overpaid and overrated. I think the defense can score in this game. I think Gronk is going to score in this game. Tom Brady is probably going to throw maybe 3 touchdowns this game. I think the run game is going to click for the Patriots. As far as the other side of the ball, the Lions suck. Monday night's football game, the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And, of course, we all know Big Ben is shitty on the road. I think Fitzmagic outplays Big Ben, probably throws another 3 to 4 touchdowns. As of right now, and the Steelers are a dysfunctional team. Mike Tomlin has lost control of this team. Antonio Brown didn't show up to practice on Monday after, one of the inside guys in the Steelers made a comment about Big Ben making him who he was, and he wouldn't be able to do what he's done in his career without Big Ben if he was on another team. So Antonio Brown, the diva that he is, like all receivers are, had a diva moment and said, "Trade me," in a tweet, responding back at the Pittsburgh inside guy had tweeted about him. And the whole Le'Veon Bell situation, and as of now, he's no longer on the Steelers roster. I thought he was going to come back around the Tampa Bay Buccaneer game, but unfortunately I was wrong. and I think Tampa Bay wins this game. I think it might be a shootout, but I don't trust Big Ben on the road, so I'm gonna run with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Fitzmagic with Deshaun Jackson and Mike Evans to pull this out again, along with those tight ends they got over there. I think they're gonna roll over the Steelers in a high-scoring game, probably 40-something to 30-something Tampa Bay. And that's it. Those are my picks. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and y'all let me know what y'all think. And I'm out.